Why reading is a must to learn. English Introduction. Reading is one of the most powerful tools for learning English. It exposes learners to new vocabulary, improves comprehension skills, enhances grammar understanding, and strengthens writing abilities. Many English learners focus only on speaking and listening, believing that these skills are the most important. While speaking and listening are essential, reading plays a fundamental role in developing all aspects of language learning. It serves as the foundation that supports fluency, accuracy, and confidence in communication. Imagine a child learning their native language. They first listen and speak, but as they start reading books, their vocabulary expands, their sentences become more complex, and their understanding of the language deepens. The same principle applies to learning English as a second language. Those who read regularly progress faster and have a better grasp of the language than those who do not. In this article, we will explore why reading is a must for learning English, how it benefits different aspects of language acquisition, and how to make reading a daily habit. We will also share the inspiring story of a learner who dramatically improved his English through reading. 1. Reading expands vocabulary. One of the biggest challenges for English learners is building a strong vocabulary. Memorizing word lists can be frustrating and ineffective because words are quickly forgotten when learned in isolation. However, reading allows learners to see words in context, making it easier to understand their meaning and remember them. For example, if you come across the word exhausted in a sentence like, "After running 5 miles, she was completely exhausted and had to sit down," you can guess that it means very tired. Seeing words used naturally in sentences helps learners understand how they function, which words they are often paired with, and how they fit into different situations. A great example of how reading expands vocabulary is the story of Ali, a student from Turkey. When he first moved to the UK for university, he struggled to understand lectures because his vocabulary was limited. He started reading English newspapers and novels for 30 minutes a day. Within 6 months, he noticed a huge improvement. Words he once struggled with started appearing in his conversations, and he could express himself more clearly. 2. Reading improves grammar. Naturally. Grammar can be one of the most difficult parts of learning English. Many students spend hours memorizing grammar rules, only to forget them when speaking or writing. Reading, however, allows learners to absorb grammar naturally without memorizing complex rules. When you read, you see correct sentence structures repeatedly, which helps your brain recognize patterns. Over time, you start using correct grammar instinctively because you have seen it so many times in books, articles, and stories. This is why native speakers often have good grammar. They are exposed to it naturally through reading from an early age. For instance, learning when to use past perfect versus simple past can be confusing. However, if you frequently see sentences like, "By the time he arrived, she had already left," your brain automatically understands that past perfect is used for an earlier action. Reading provides countless examples of correct grammar usage, helping learners internalize the rules without conscious effort. 3. Reading enhances writing skills. Have you ever struggled to write a clear and well-structured email, essay, or social media post in English? Many learners find writing challenging because they do not know how to structure sentences or connect ideas smoothly. The best writers are also great readers because reading exposes them to different writing styles, sentence structures, and ways of expressing ideas. When you read frequently, you unconsciously learn how to organize thoughts, use punctuation correctly, and vary sentence structures. This makes writing in English easier and more natural. For example, if you regularly read news articles, you will notice how journalists present information clearly and logically. If you read novels, you will see how authors describe scenes and emotions effectively. A good example is Sophia, a student from Brazil, who used to struggle with writing essays for her English exam. She started reading English blogs and novels daily and kept a journal where she copied interesting sentences she found in books. Within a year, her writing improved dramatically. She was able to write essays more smoothly, using a wider range of vocabulary and better sentence structures. 4. Reading improves pronunciation and speaking skills. Many people think that reading only helps with writing and vocabulary, but it also improves pronunciation and speaking skills. When you read out loud, you train your mouth to pronounce words correctly and improve fluency.
Reading also exposes you to different sentence, rhythms, and intonations, making your speech sound more natural. If you read books with audio versions, you can listen to the correct pronunciation and repeat after the speaker. This helps develop an ear for the language and reduces the influence of your native accent. Even silently reading can help, as your brain processes the way words are structured and spoken. For example, Jamal, an English learner from Egypt, struggled with pronunciation because he was not used to English sounds. He started reading English poetry and short stories out loud every day, recording himself and comparing his pronunciation to native speakers. After a few months, his pronunciation improved significantly, and he became more confident in speaking English. Reading is one of the most effective and enjoyable ways to learn English. It helps expand vocabulary, improve grammar, develop writing skills, enhance pronunciation, and boost listening comprehension. Unlike memorizing word lists or studying grammar rules, reading allows learners to absorb the language naturally. The key to success is consistency. Make reading a daily habit. Choose interesting materials and enjoy the process. Remember, every great English speaker and writer started as a reader. The more you read, the faster you will improve your English. Now, it's your turn. What books or articles do you enjoy reading? Start today, and you will see amazing progress in your English skills. Happy reading!